now than ever before. And he pitched a very good game the last time I saw him pitch against Atlanta against Greg Maddux.
Stole third, and when Piazza's throw, trying to get Boone, the trailing runner, sailed into center, Williams came across, and that was it. 1-0. Fly ball to right. Cedeno will take it. Reed's 0-2 pitch is a curveball swung on and missed. He may have tipped it. If so, Piazza held it.
That's what Rick Reed can do. He'll get ahead of you in the count, then he throws pitches that just start in the strike zone and break out. But he has been on base 5 times with the walks.
And a bouncing ball to second. Alfonso to Olerud, and Reed works a perfect first. Mets coming up when we come back. John Smoltz came on the 9th in Game 2 and got the save, his first Major League relief appearance ever. He hit .315 for the year and swiped 37. In the air to left, Gerald Williams has it lined up.
Well, let's take a look at the defense behind John Smoltz.
He was on the disabled list twice this year and said at one time he contemplated retirement. A roll to short. It comes up for Weiss. And that takes care of Olerud.
The second baseman
in his career against Glavine, so he does not like to hit against Tom Glavine.
And he pops this one up into shallow center field. Andrew Jones takes it. Each team goes in order in the first. No score after 1 in Game 4 of the NLCS in the early 90s.
Played in the backfield with Deion Sanders.
It's this one on a line to Ventura, who picks it off his shoe tops.
The first baseman, Ryan Klesko.
But you can see Klesko completely controls the barrel of the bat. He never lets it go toward the pitch.
And the 2-2. Finally, he strikes him out. And Klesko angry with himself as he chased one out of the strike zone.
But that's what Rick Reed will do. He'll
couple of homers lifetime. He pops this one back. Piazza off with the mask, has room. 6 up and 6 down, and 2 innings of work for Rick Reed.
We take a look from catcher Cam.
I think the Braves had a case. Now he just reaches for one and lofts it softly into left center field. Jones coming over with Williams, and Andrew Jones has such range. He was calling for that and wanted it, but it's the veteran Williams who takes it. Hit over 300, knocked in 120. Pop left side. Chipper Jones backpedaling in fair ground for the catch.
The center fielder.
There he is, and Greg Maddux would pitch for Atlanta. A late swing, and Hamilton is down on strikes. The first strikeout of the night for Smoltz. Each pitcher is perfect through 2.
Tom Glavine is a left-handed pitcher, and he's completely different than John Smoltz. But they're basically talking pitching philosophy there.
Ordonez takes it to Olerud, and Perez is retired. Still hitting over 500 in the series. You know, these Atlanta starters have been together so long. Still looking for the game's first base runner. It won't be Weiss. He foul tips it back into Piazza's glove. 3rd strikeout for Reed.
And with 2 strikes, a curveball doesn't get any better than this because it starts in the strike zone, and even if he hits it, look where it is. The Atlanta Braves starting pitchers, they're all good athletes. I think that's the key. They're good athletes as well as good pitchers, and they're all very intelligent pitchers. They're smart guys.
Breaking ball, bounce toward Ordonez. Big hop for him. As close to automatic as anybody in baseball these days. 9 up and 9 down for Reed. Full count now to Cedeno, a switch hitter who batted .313. A liner toward left center. It's in there for a hit. Cut off by Williams to hold him to a leadoff single. The game's first hit and first base runner. And it's Cedeno who stole 66 bases this year. He's a good bunter, if that's a consideration for Bobby Valentine here. Led the Mets in sacrifices. Cedeno bluffs. Ordonez punches it toward Klesko, who takes the unassisted put out at first as Cedeno advances.
I think that was supposed to be a hit and run because Cedeno.
A bouncing ball. Weiss has it. Cedeno dives back to second ahead of the tag, and Weiss still has time to make the play at first.
Interesting play. You're always told if the ball is hit behind you.
Cedeno leading away from second. And the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Smoltz. Cedeno gets the game's first hit, but is stranded at second. For their last 22 official at-bats. Center field, Darrell Hamilton scampering back. 0 for 23.
The second baseman, Brett Boone.
Brett Boone struck out in the first. Right through Reed's legs, and that is the first Atlanta hit.
That was a hanging breaking ball, and he hit it right back through the middle. Good hitting there by Boone. He didn't try to pull it in order to keep him from hitting the hole on the right side.
Boone, who stole 14 bases this year with his lead. And there he goes. A swing and a miss. Piazza's throw is high, but he got him anyway. He got a good pitch to throw on, a high outside fastball that Jones swung at to try to protect the runner. And the 1-2. He got him. Piazza has to tag him to make it official. 4 strikeouts for Reed. Still no score at Shea.
They're the ones that's in the 3-0 hole.
And especially because runs for both sides have been so hard to come by in this series. Olerud swings on the 2-0 pitch, drives it to left, but Williams will get there. Olerud now 0 for 2 tonight and 2 for 13.
The reason you have trouble with the pitcher is because you do not pick the ball up right away out of his hand. You don't see the ball well. And
he's a strikeout victim.
It can definitely put you in a slump.
Third strikeout for Smoltz.
Piazza.
Let's take a look at. So I'm just going to sit there and look for that tailing fastball. So he throws a slider.
And down goes Piazza. 4 Ks put in the book by Smoltz. 4 innings gone by. No score. No runs, 1 hit, no walks, 4 strikeouts apiece. Jordan to start it in the 5th. In the air to right. Cedeno over toward the line. And no trouble getting there.
John Smoltz's elbow always bothers him, but every once in a while.
On a raid of a crack house. Bulletproof vest, the whole deal. When the Braves found out about it, they were less than thrilled. Slow roller to Alfonso. Klesko's retired, and in fact, in Klesko's present contract, it specifically prohibits him from such police adventures, at least while he's an active player. No more SWAT teams, just SWAT home runs. That's all they want. It wasn't Roger Clemens' day in his old ballpark. Ventura to his left scoops it up. Jones hit it sharply, but he's thrown out. Moving right along at Shea, halfway through, still no score. Then won the next 3 from them to close out the best of 5, and the first 3 of this series to move to within a victory of the World Series. Brett Boone from the edge of the outfield grass throws Ventura out. And you can check out an all-new Third Watch on NBC.
I don't think they were talking to each other there.
There's a safe bet. He got the inside corner, a called strike 3. And that's 5 strikeouts for Smoltz and 3 of the last 4 hitters he's faced. Hamilton arguing it. Smoltz and Reed in complete control. Cedeno punches it, and it takes a bad hop by Chipper Jones, who was all set to field it. So Cedeno is 2 for 2.
Good hitting here by Cedeno. This is a tailing fastball after 2 fastballs inside.
He goes, and the pitch is hit in the air to right center. Brian Jordan will take it. We've gone through 5, and no one's broken through in Game 4. Hit .249 with 7 homers this year. He's 6 for 11 with 2 homers in this series. Rolls the curve down to Ventura. Across the diamond to get it. Baseball tomorrow. John Smoltz is on deck. We're in the 6th. And Weiss pops one into shallow right. Alfonso back from second to take it.
The pitcher.
Reed trying to help the Mets stay alive. Smoltz goes the opposite way. Cedeno in pursuit, gets there. Another perfect inning for Reed. To the bottom of the 6th. No score, Game 4.
In a 7-game series, you're going to lose. You've got to help your pitchers.
A little broken bat flare, and Boone's got it.
You've got to help your pitchers by scoring some runs for them, playing great defense, because they are the underdogs. I don't care which staff you match this Braves pitching staff against, and also the inside corner. And the one thing he's been able to do is keep the ball up in the strike zone on Ricky, right up there, and that's a weakness for Ricky. He doesn't like that high fastball.
And after popping to Klesko, he's now 1 for 13 in this series. Next Saturday, tune in as NBC presents it.
So he's working using the entire plate to keep them off balance.
Olerud drills it to deep right, and this one is on its way and gone. There's the breakthrough the Mets have been looking for. The 3-2 pitch to Alfonso. Got him. Second time Alfonso is fanned tonight. And the 5th strikeout of the game for Smoltz. But more importantly, Olerud's homer.
A big hump, and it starts up high and breaks right down over the plate.
Another breaking ball, chopped to Ventura. 1 out.
The second baseman.
3 on a single hitter tonight. Here's the 2-2 to Boone. A bouncer, Ordonez behind second base. Got him.
The last time he got the base hit, it was a curveball. So
Reed has made a stooge of 4 Atlanta hitters so far. Hence the 4 Larrys hanging from the rafters. Make it 5. Larry, and the Mets have the mo. An attempt to dishonor Larry Chipper Jones. Well, that's strikeout number 7. In the last inning, I had shortchanged John Smoltz 1. He had 6 coming into this inning, and that's number 7 as he gets Piazza looking. Mike has struck out twice. He's 0 for 3 in the game. Bouncing ball, Klesko takes it. Smoltz covers, and Ventura is still looking for a hit in this series.
The center fielder, Darrell Hamilton.
go into a game like that.
And if you can beat Maddux, you can send it back to Atlanta, and then you have to beat Millwood. Left field, Gerald Williams tucks it away to end the inning. If you force a game 7, you got to beat Glavine. It's best not to think about it.
Exactly.
Brian Jordan hammering the first pitch of the 8th to deep left center field, back at the wall and off the top of the wall. Jordan will pull in at second, and now they're waving him around. The ball bounced back onto the field, and the signal comes for home run. It hit the wall beyond the interior fence, out where it says priority mail there. And the first priority of the umpires was to get it right. A delayed call Jordan was pulling in at second, and then they waved him around. A home run, and just like that, one pitch in the top of the 8th.
You can see that ball clearly over the wall, hitting off the wall behind.
And now it's Klesko, who rips one to deep right. They've gone back to back, and they're up 2-1.
Man, this is a good team. When a team can respond as they have here, when a pitcher had them almost shut out, completely shut down, when they can respond and come back like this, that's the sign of a very good ball club.
The lead was gone, and Reed was gone, as Klesko sent one soaring over the wall in right center. Now Andrew Jones lifts one into shallow right, and it's Cedeno for the catch.
The catcher, Eddie Perez.
When the 2000 season begins, it's likely Don Baylor will be managing somebody somewhere in the major leagues. Wendell goes sprawling, can't come up with it. Ventura does, and he still gets Perez.
Magnificent play by Robin Ventura, and you can see his knee is aching a little bit. Eddie Perez's knee is aching as he's running down the line.
And this after a Keystone Cops effort. The Mets are down to 6 outs. Hope to second, Alfonso. Wendell comes in, retires 3 in a row, but the damage had been done against Reed on the back-to-back homers by Jordan and Klesko. 2-1 Atlanta. Matt Franco, New York's best pinch hitter, on deck to bat for Ordonez. Cedeno has a 3-hit night. Ordonez is 0 for 2. Jones in on the grass at third. He squares, he bunts it up in the air, and Brian Hunter catches it in foul ground.
Well, that's the second time in this series that he's tried to bunt runners over and has popped the ball up. This is just...
So Remlinger, who has been effective, especially during the regular season. Not going. Down goes Agbayani.
When a base stealer or base runner is at first base and he's bluffing back and forth, it basically tells you that he's not going.
On the 1-0 pitch, he takes off. The throw from Perez sails to the right field side of the bag, and Cedeno swipes it. He almost had to go with 2 outs. They know in the 9th they're likely to see their nemesis Rocker. He's got to get in scoring position here with 2 out in the 8th. Walked him. Olerud strides to the plate, especially by the Mets. Faces Olerud, who's never gotten a hit against him.
Not just another lefty.
The runners break. And the Braves make no play. So now a base hit gives New York the lead. Two on, 2 out, and the 2-2 pitch. A bouncing ball toward the middle. Guillen knocks it down but can't make the play. The tying run scores, and here comes the lead run as Mora comes across. Against Benitez for Atlanta this year. Alfonso strikes out for the 3rd time, just as he did last night. But the Mets score 2 and lead it 3-2 as we move to the 9th. Armando Benitez, who has thoroughly dominated Atlanta this year.
Bobby wanted that one.
Here's the payoff. A liner to right. Cedeno going back. May have misjudged it to start and reaches up to snare it. Ian hit it hard twice. Ian has 26 career home runs in over 6,500 at-bats. Almost jolted a big one there. Gerald Williams on the first pitch. Another chance for Cedeno. One out from Game 5. In a memorable bottom of the 8th, Lockhart could be the 26th consecutive Atlanta Brave retired by Armando Benitez this year. If so, Game 5 tomorrow.